Absolutely. Thank you very much, Desiree, and a good morning to your viewers. Well, the department, I believe that some of the challenges that were raised by the parents were actually brought to their attention when the story flighted yesterday, and they had a quick reaction to what was actually transpiring, hence averting a situation where a second school was said to be closed down today here in Ga-Rankuwa Zone 4. We are actually coming to you from Lebogang Foundation School, which is a primary school comprising of learners from grade R up to grade 4. So the parents had planned to shut down yet another school, which is a secondary school under the same name called Lebogang, just a stone throw away from where we are, where they've actually taken the primary school learners to go and actually learn on that other side. Now, they were citing an issue of overcrowding at that particular school when they were saying that they intend to shut the school down this morning. But a prompt reaction by the Department of Education in Gauteng actually averted a situation where we have learners from two schools actually being at home for the remainder of this particular week. I'm actually joined now by Mr. Steve Mabona, who's the spokesperson of the department itself here in the province. But Steve, thank you so much for your time. Can you just tell us, over time the schools deteriorate. What is your system to ensure that, you avoid a worst case scenario where a school is now uninhabitable or it's unhygienic?
No, oftentimes we work with all our schools and do our assessments, because we know that as a department we also have our Department of Infrastructure, and we also have infrastructure component within the Department of Education. So those two teams, they work together. In the event the engineers decide that the school need to be done away with, they will then give that report, probably will then relocate learners to a new area, probably demolish, and probably then build a new school. But in this instance, I think it's a matter of communication breakdown, because all the concerns that were raised, they were being attended to. It was a matter of our officials interacting with some of the members of the community to say, yes, we have acknowledged that there's a pollution facility challenges, which a service provider has already been sourced. It's an issue of probably a purchase order being issued to them. And we can confirm that today, the issues that they've raised about the trees and grass that need to be cut and the gate that need to be opened in the other area, that purchase order was issued, and the service provider is actually on site as I'm speaking to you now. And the other two service providers should also be on site later today, because their purchase orders have also been issued. So it's a matter of probably communication breakdown, but we are also waiting for our engineer to do an assessment in some of the classes that we think they will need more work in terms of them being taken back to a state where we will be happy. So we're just waiting for that. The engineer will be coming on site today. After the assessment, he should be in a position to provide us with a report, so that when we go and then fix the classrooms, we know that what is it that we'll be doing. That will also have an impact in the pollution facilities, because the challenge was not that of getting a local plumber to fix and then tomorrow we are fine. It's a bigger drainage issue which needs probably a lot of work from the professionals. So after the engineers provided with the report, we should be in a position to say what is it that we are doing. But we agreed with the parents and the community members that as a temporary measure, we will have the chemical toilets in addition to the toilets that the school will get a local plumber while we are waiting for the civil the engineers report, so that learners can come back and cordon off the two affected classes. Meanwhile, all the other classes, learners will be in a position to continue with the process of teaching. So educators and learners will be on site effectively from tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Well, as you heard, that's the spokesperson for the Gauteng Department of Education giving a comprehensive reaction to what actually transpired yesterday, where parents were actually threatening to shut down yet another school here in Ga-Rankuwa. Well, the department is saying that there are some contractors on site that are here to address some of the issues that were raised, among them being ablution facilities and a sinkhole, which was reported by some of the parents, saying that, the situation is quite risky for the learners that are actually learning in that particular classroom. Over time, it might just lead to either injury or death. Well, this is the reaction from the department. We will definitely get the side of the parents as to how they feel after such a prompt response from the Department of Education here in Gauteng.